What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cardfight King here. AQUA LIFE BABY, you already know how it is. So, my boy Sushi Tries commented on my tournament report video. He wanted to know basically what were my thoughts on the new Chronojet, Chronovisor Heritage card, the new Chronojet. You know, Chronojet kind of went Super Saiyan on everybody, so, you know, he's definitely going to get to himself. But, so I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts on it. I got the effects pulled up here on my tablet, so I'm going to read them out, then let you guys know what I think about it. But, as you guys know, if you guys were watching the anime, if you don't, it doesn't really matter. But Chronojet lost in his match against Geese, who possessed Kazuma, and he used dust, and dust cooked up, burnt his G-Zone. So Chrono was sitting there fighting without a G-Zone. So now I haven't really watched like the last episode of Vanguard. I don't know how he got these cards or not, but all I know is that Chrono is definitely getting a brand new G-Zone. Not sure about what the main deck is going to be looking like, but it seems as if, based upon this new Chronojet, he's going to get a whole new wave of support. Even if it is ZTB, might not involve as much time leaping. So we're going to get into this, and let's see what we got. So for the grade, I'm gonna do the grade 3 first, because that's where everything's really just going to start at. It's Chronojet Dragon Z. Continuous Vanguard Circle. The cost of your stride may also be paid with. Choose a grade 3 ZTB from your drop zone and bind it face up. So, you know, you can just stride with a ZTB. Now, this is just for striding. At least it's not ultimate stride like the drag fall is. But, so you can just pay for your grade 3, you know, just by binding grade 3 in your drop zone. That's pretty good. I mean, you're going to drop a grade 3, but then you're going to bind one. I mean, hey, it's free striding for Gear Chronicles. Who could ask for more? But then his other ability is Auto Vanguard Soul Blast 1. When your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to one of any player's rear guards, put it at the bottom of the deck. If a card was put, search your deck for up to 1 ZTB, Zodiac Time Beast, with a grade +1, so a grade 1 grade greater than the card put into the deck with this effect, call to Rearguard Circle and shuffle your deck. So basically, right, you know, some people are saying, oh man, this doesn't work with like any of the starters or anything like that, like Chrono Dran, Dran G, whatever it is. But I mean, again, this is just taking Gear Chronicles to, like, I guess their final evolution, their last level. You know, I'm expecting Chrono to whip out like a whole new type of ZTB deck, you know, including some of the older support that we've seen, like that one Tiger that, you know, on attack, counterblast, search the top 3 for ZTB, add 1 to your hand, put the rest of the bottom of the deck, something like that. So I'm expecting cards like that to still be functional, but we're going to be seeing, you know, basically like, you know, a whole new deck surrounding this card. I think this card is pretty nice. You have the potential for a free stride, and you get to, and it brings back some control to Gear Chronicles in a sense, you know, being able to spin something away, and they call it, so not only are you getting rid of a card on your opponent's board, but you're also gaining a card to your board, and it's not through time leap, but you're still gaining cards. So on-call effects, you know, on-call effects, things like that, you know, it just gives you the ability to, it's like, hey, I might not have a board now, but I can get me a board. You know what I mean? So, it's pretty good. Now, it doesn't look like it gets around resist, so if you do have cards like Cipla, Melania, and things like with resist, it doesn't look like Chronojet's definitely going to be sending them back, so we're definitely safe on that front. So now I'm going to go on Facebook and look at the Chrono Heritage. Give me 1 second. Alright, so got Chronovisor or Chronovisor Heritage, the GR. It's a Chrono Dragon and a Zodiac Time Beast. So it's a new Chronojet Stride, basically. So auto, choose 4 other Zodiac Time Beast G units in your G zone and turn them face down. When this unit is moved from your Vanguard circle to your G zone, you may pay the cost. If you do, take an extra turn after this one. Skip your ride phase, and at the start of your next main phase, stride this face up on Vanguard circle. What? Bruh, come on. Come on now. Shit. This card's good. This card's real good. This card is strong. Yeah. Golly. Wow. Okay. So, this card gives you an extra turn. Now, when you do send it back, you have to flip face down 4 other Zodiac Time Beast G units in your G zone. Now, if you guys, have played, now this card is definitely a card that you do on your 3rd stride. You first stride, I think, into Phoenix or something else. Then you can stride into, like, Gear Next or another Phoenix. Or the first stride, you go into, like, the Pegasus. I'm just thinking about what we have currently. First stride is, like, the Pegasus. Flip up another Pegasus. Second stride is like the Phoenix. Flip up another ZTB. And then you can go into this guy and basically literally take an extra turn. Now, he doesn't gain any power. He doesn't gain any extra crits. But, on stride, he does activate, Chronojet Z's ability to basically -1 on your field, +1, -1 on your opponent's field, +1 to your field. So, when they're going to be doing this card, expect 2 cards to be gone off your field and 2 cards to enter into their field. It doesn't look like he's going to lose any drive checks. I mean, literally, it's just an extra turn. So, yeah, he's basically going to be there. The opponent's basically going to be checking 6 cards. Triple drive here, and then triple drive again. That's gee whiz. And my thing is, like, ZTBs currently right now, they already build up a really nice hand. Being able to add heal triggers to hand, add, certain pieces to hand. That one little grade 2 Pegasus that calls a card, the other one that searches, other cards that, do their time leap and draw. I mean, the deck is just really good and really, really solid. And now, I know that there are not any ZTB G Guardians as of right now. There could be, because like I said, his G Zone got blown up. So he's going to be entering this last season or whatever it is of Vanguard, or Vanguard G anyways, with basically a brand new G Zone. That means that he might enter in with, ZTB might get their G Guardian, whether it's trash or not, it's a ZTB G Guardian, and that's going to add to the count for Chronovisor Heritage. And I think that they will get, I think they probably will get a ZTB G Guardian. It might not be good, but it's still a ZTB-G Guardian that still, gives you a base 26 defense when you're trying to block an attack. Gives it another unit for Heritage to flip face down. And the deck can recycle its triggers already. Putting heal triggers back in the deck, crit triggers, whatever it is. So when it goes back face down, it's like, hey, I can send my heals back too, which means that now, I can reuse certain cards. So basically what you're looking at here is a card that is definitely an in-game card. You get 2 extra turns, and this card is actually going to be more dependent on the strength of your rear guards, on the strength of what is Chronos, or what are, Gear Chronicles for the Chronojet decks. What are their rear guards going to do? Again, we haven't seen them. But when we start seeing what grade 2s, grade 1s, grade 0s, and other grade 3s that they're going to be getting, that is definitely going to really determine how strong Chronovisor Heritage is going to be. Because I think it's already going to be, it's a pretty strong card by itself, in its way. Obviously, giving an extra turn, 6 checks is good. Being able to keep striding onto Chronojet Z and getting at least, being able to pop, pretty much get rid of 2 cards on your opponent's board, grab 2 cards for yourself over the course of 2 turns. I think that's already a strong thing. But this card again is you do get an extra turn, but it doesn't get an extra crit. Doesn't give anything extra power, anything like that. So it's really going to be dependent on obviously what triggers are they going to hit when they do drive check, and whether or not you have the guard to block it or not. Also, what rear guards they have that are going to help increase the end game finishing potential effect of this card. So basically that's it, guys. I think this card is really nice. Sushi, this video is for you because I know you wanted to see this, but I think that both of these new Chronojet cards are going to be potentially pretty good, very solid. A free stride for one gets a free stride and gets to +1 to field, while -1 off opponent's field. This card gives you an extra turn. So again, only thing we got to do now is wait to see what new ZTB cards Chrono is going to be getting. What is the rest of the G-Zone going to shape up to look like? Is it going to be something where you have a card that you can activate multiple times in a turn and keep flipping things face up? I mean, this card, to me, again, this card is more like an in-game card. Basically, again, yes, like Third Stride or something like that. But, we'll see. And, it's essentially free. You don't cost a Soul Blast. It don't cost a Counter Blast. The only Soul Blast you use is for Jet Z's ability. So this card is free. So that's definitely good for resource management. So saves you Counter Blast, saves you Soul. All it does is flip your G-Zone face down. You restride this, and then it sends you back to GB1. But that's when most things activate, anyways. I know that there are some things that have GB2 abilities now, but again, this card is really, to me, is going to be really good, but ultimately it's going to depend on what rearguard support they're going to get and how both of those interact with each other in being able to put on pressure on the opponent, control the opponent, and see how see how you can finish your opponent. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's Cardfight King, AQUA Life Baby. You already know what it is. Stay tuned for more discussion videos. I think I might get one on Blue Waves, because I'm really ticked off at what Blue Waves got. Even though y'all know I love me some Valeos, that's my man's, but I'm not really excited. I can't mess with some of the support we got, but we'll see. So alright, stay tuned for that. Alright, Cardfight King, I'm out. AQUA Life Baby, you already know. Pow.